For the 100% cheapest coins on the internet with reliable delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor MMOEXP by clicking the link at the top of the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Saltos and family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 21 video on the channel, and in today's video we're going to be going over a few glitchy coin making methods which I am super excited to share with you guys. Now unfortunately I don't have a giveaway at the start of this video, which concludes my almost 2-month streak of giving away coins at the start of every method. If you guys have enjoyed those giveaways and you've enjoyed these methods in the past, all I ask of you in return is to leave a like down below. It helps my content so much. It only takes a second out of your day and I'd really appreciate it. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, hit that red subscribe button. We drop methods every single Saturday, and if you don't want to miss out on those, hit that sub button with the post notification bell turned on. So let's hop into method number 1. I want to give a huge shout out to my guy Kinney Games for dropping this method first on his channel. I will leave his video as well as his channel linked down below in the description. He makes some really high quality Madden videos, is an up and coming YouTuber, and I'd recommend you guys check him out. But essentially the way this method works is we're going to be buying training at the cheapest price possible and rolling all those training points into autumn players, which we can then either sell on the block and make a profit, or quick sell and roll into a higher overall autumn player, which we will sell and profit off of as well. So to start with, like I said, we need training at the cheapest price possible. I'm looking for an 89 overall card at a price of 40,000 coins or lower to get started with the method. And essentially what I'll do is go through all the weekly promos as well as the team standout filter to try and see if we can find one of these cards up for a good deal. When we purchase the player, we will quick sell them for training points, and all I'm doing, like I said, is going over all these filters. We'll take a look at flashbacks, veterans, heavyweights, rising stars, team standouts, and legends in the hopes of seeing one of these cards up for cheap. I'm going to go through all of them once in the video, and then I'll probably snipe a card off camera if we don't find anything up for a good deal. When it comes to these legends, I'd recommend you filter it down by all offense and all defense, because usually on the base 8889 filter, you aren't going to be seeing the newest cards. So you need to go by all offense and all defense, and on all offense, as you guys can see, we're seeing 59 minutes. So all I'm going to do is scroll down until I see the first 89 overall player, and if he's up for 40,000 coins or cheaper, we will snipe him and we will quick sell him for training points. Now I don't see any cards up for that price right here on my first refresh. The cheapest one is at 42k. We'll do the same thing on defense, and if I don't find anything here, I'll probably snipe one of the cards off camera, and I'll see you guys in just a second. So just grab Derwin James at 39,000 coins, and we're going to be able to quick sell this card for 3,600 training points. Now with those 3.6k training points, we're hopping into the store, and like I mentioned, we're going to be opening the 80 to 84 overall Autumn Blast player pack. So in the trading section of the store, you guys will see there's this 80 to 84 overall Autumn Blast player pack. We can open up this pack 10 times, as well as one of the Playbook Fantasy packs with all the training points we did just purchase. So what we're going to do is open this pack up 10 times, and with every card we pull, we're going to be selling it on the block. That is the option for method number 1. Now, like I said, there's a variation of the method which I'll show you later in the video, but essentially why this method works so well is we're essentially spending around 4,000 coins per pack we open up, and when it comes to selling these players on the block, the lowest overall 80 overall players are currently selling for a price of 3.5k, so it's almost a risk-free pack. If you pull an 82, an 83, or an 84, those cards are selling for 5, 7, and 15,000 coins respectively, so there is an opportunity to make some really big profit off of this. All you need to do, like I said, is purchase that 89 at the cheapest price possible, spend all those training points you got on opening this pack up 10 times. You should have a straggler, little bit of training left over to open up a Playbook Fantasy pack as well, and I'll see you guys in my binder once I have opened up this pack 10 different times to add up how much these cards are going to go for and see how much profit we can make off our first roll. So here are the 10 cards that we did end up pulling, a pretty solid mix of 80s, 81s, 82s, and 83s. Unfortunately, we didn't pull an 84. If you pull an 84, you're going to be making a lot of profit, but when it comes to selling off these cards, we're selling off our 80s for 3.5, we have a few 80s in here, we're selling off our 81s for 4,000 coins, our 82s for a price of about 5.5k, and then our 83s for a price of 7,000 coins. Now in the bottom left corner, you guys will see how many coins we're going to make off of all of these players. Those are the general price points you'll sell at, and we also have this Panthers playbook which we had with a little bit of extra training, so we'll make an extra 3,000 coins off that book. In the bottom left left corner, you'll see exactly how many coins I'm able to make off of this. I'm assuming we probably turn that 40,000 coins into about 50k through this method, so a really good start, and that's the first method. Now there's a variation of how you guys can do this, and I'll show you how that works right here. Now that was how the first part of this method works. It's definitely much more simple and just a really clear way to make coins, but the second aspect of this method is instead of actually selling off all those players, you quick sell all of them, and usually you're gonna have to roll this pack twice, so buy 289s, but once you have done that, you will have enough fallen leaves to open up this Autumn All-Star Fantasy Pack one time. Now the rough numbers on how this works is you purchase 289, so that's about 40,000 coins. You open up all these training packs, so you open this pack up 20 times, quick sell all of your pulls, and then open up this Autumn All-Star Fantasy Pack and sell off the card in here for 130,000 coins plus to make a really solid profit. So what we're gonna do right now is hop into my item binder and quick sell all 10 of the players we got. These are the players that we pulled in the first part of the method. Obviously I could sell them off right now and make a little bit of profit, but if we want to do this second part of the method, we could do that as well. So we're gonna quick sell all these players, and we should be able to make about 2.5k fallen leaves. As you guys can see, we're gonna make about 2.1. Now at 2.1k fallen leaves, we're just under the halfway point for how many we need to purchase one of the Autumn All-Star packs. So what I'm gonna do is hop into the store and buy another 89 overall player, which we will then quick sell, and then we'll continue to roll the pack. Now usually you guys are gonna be about 500 leaves short from opening up the Autumn All-Star pack once you've purchased 289s and rolled them both into training. So I'll show you guys what you need to do for that in just a second, in case you get some bad pulls and you don't have enough fallen leaves to open up the pack one time. But again, like I said, I'm gonna be buying an 89 right now for training, and I'll see you guys in a second once I've done that. So just grabbed Alden Smith at 41k. We will quick sell him, and now what I'm gonna do, like I said, is open up the fallen leaf pack 10 more times, and I'll check in with you guys once I've opened up this pack 10 times. Ideally we have enough fallen leaves at that point to be able to open up one of those Autumn All-Star Fantasy packs. If that's the case, we're gonna be making a really big profit, because again, we sell those cards for about 130 to 140k, and at this point we've only put 80k into this method. So I'll see you guys in a second once I've opened this pack up 10 times. So here are our 10 pulls. Again, this was a really solid roll. If we were just to sell off all these players, we would easily be making 55,000 coins off of this, I'd assume. As you can see, the 84s are selling for a really good price. So if you pull an 84, you're making a lot of coins if you just sell back all the players, but we're on the quick sell aspect of the method, so we're gonna quick sell all these cards. Ideally we get a pretty solid number as we get 2.4k fallen leaves. So at this point we have 5.5k fallen leaves. We have spent 80,000 coins. We're exactly 1,000 fallen leaves short from opening up the pack once. So what I'll do at this point is just hop into the store and snipe a card for 1k fallen leaves, and we'll see how many coins we have to spend on that, and then we'll see what our profit margin ends up being later. Okay, so I just grabbed a Trey Boston for 20,000 coins. That's gonna give us almost another 1,000 fallen leaves, which puts us in the perfect situation to open up one of the Autumn All-Star Fantasy packs. So about 100k in spend, and we're gonna be able to sell off this card for at least 130k. Ideally we get 140 for this player, but we're going into the Autumn Blast section right here, and we're opening up this fantasy pack. We're gonna be picking Marquise Brown out of this. He's usually the most expensive one. You guys can do your research and see if there's one that's more expensive, but Marquise Brown is consistently selling for a really good price, so I'm personally gonna select him, and we will sell him off and make some profit. So there's kind of two ways you guys can do this method. Like I said, the first one is to buy an 89 at the cheapest price possible, around 40,000 coins, roll all the trading points you quick sell that card for into 80 to 84 packs, and sell off all the players you get. The second option is to buy 289s and roll all those players into 80 to 84s, quick sell all those players, and then if you need a little bit more fallen leaves to be able to open up one of these 91 overall packs, hop into the store and buy however many leaves you need. As you can see, Marquise is selling for about 130k. There's one up for 126. I'm pretty confident we can get 130. I probably should have done my research and checked if Eric Ebron or Deshaun Watson was more expensive, because ideally I want 140 for these players, but again, regardless, we're still making about 20,000 coins in just a few minutes of work. Now for method number 3, this is just a quick reminder to make sure that you get those Master Series 3 sacks completed. For me personally, I honestly forgot to do these sacks, and I'm going to grind through them right after this video, but if I had forgotten to do the sacks, I was easily going to get up to the team tackles without really doing much work or grinding specifically. So get your sacks done with Sam Mills. I will leave a video linked in the description showing you how to get instant sacks every single play with Sam Mills and knock out these 45 sacks in like 10 to 15 minutes. Don't worry about grinding for the tackles. Those will come naturally and you'll just end up getting them, and then when you do that, you'll be able to get that free 125k. Just make sure you get the sacks done, because I almost forgot until a subscriber actually DM'd me and was like, hey, just got my free 150k, thanks for doing that. So yeah, make sure you guys get that method done. Now for method number 3, I'm gonna go over this one pretty quickly because I have talked about this this in the past, but right now when we hop into the team affinity sets, doing this 88 overall team builder fantasy pack set is actually profitable. Now for this set to be completed, you need 2 80s, 2 83s, as well as an 85 to 86, and ideally we want to buy our 80s at around 3k, our 83s at around 7k, and our 85 at around 12,000 coins. Now that total price is going to give us a number of 32,000 coins, and when we sell off our player, we can sell off these 88 overall team builders for a price of around 44,000 coins. So a nice little profit margin there. It's nothing too crazy, but if you guys are interested in doing that method, it is certainly something to consider. When it comes to sniping these players, I'm a big fan of going by the core elite program. So we'll go by core elite, go by 8 to 81, filter it down by a couple of positions, and you'll easily see the cards up for 3k. To be honest, you can sometimes see them for like 2.5 and get some really crazy snipes, but just go down by some of the major positions, corner, wide receiver, and you'll see cards up for 3k very consistently. Now when it comes to the 83s, again, 82 to 83, filtered down by the core elite program, and honestly, corner's a pretty solid position to look at when it comes to sniping 83s. As you can see, the cheapest one's up for 7k. That's perfect. We can snipe that, we can put him into the set. And then finally, for the 85 overall player, you want to find them up for 12k. These 85s are certainly more challenging to find. For me personally, I kind of like to go by all offense and all defense on the core elite filter. If you see 59 minutes here, then you can do a little bit of sniping. So on all offense, we're going to scroll down until we see the cheapest 85s, and right now the cheapest 85 is Zeke Elliott at 12.8, a little bit too expensive, but a couple of refreshes on here and you'd easily be able to find a card up for 12k. And once you've done that, you're going to put all those cards into the set, and once you complete the set, you have to take a look and see which card is the most expensive, because it is a fantasy pack, so you want to select the most expensive team builder. We'll go by 88 to 89 once I have done all the purchasing, and we'll filter down my team builders, take a look at corner, take a look at wide receiver. Usually those are the most expensive positions. We'll go by wide receiver. I know Darius Slayton is usually pretty pricey, and it looks like Darius Slayton right now is selling for a price of around 45k. So for a cost of, like I said, 32,000 coins, you get this Darius Slayton who's selling at 45, make a little bit of profit, about 10 to 15,000 coins depending on how good your snipes are. And yeah, that's all I wanted to show you guys in today's video. The first method was something really unique, nothing that you had seen before on the channel, and then the last couple of things that I went over were just some quick methods that I probably talked about before, but I just wanted to show them to you guys again to make sure you get those free coins for Sam Mills, and then if you want to do the 88 overall team builder fantasy pack method. Now that's gonna do it for me. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and until next time fellas, I'm out. Peace.